Hey guys, what's going on, dudes? It is David here. We are back with another video. Now, in this video, guys, we shall be discussing the Carolina Panthers versus the Houston Texans Thursday night football game that will be happening later on tonight. As I'm recording this early Thursday morning, and you guys will see this Thursday afternoon just before the game comes out. Now, this is not going to be as interesting as the last two Thursday night football games has been, just basically considering the Houston Texans suck. And I'm not saying that I'm not saying that to be mean. They honestly do suck. One of my cousins is a fan of the Houston Texans, and I can only imagine how he feels right now because he must imagine the Houston Texans sucking right now because of what's going on with Deshaun Watson, and he made a play for the Houston Texans again, to them having possibly going to have to be the number one pick next year to take either Spencer Rattler or another quarterback that could be coming into this thing. And then they got to face this Carolina offense where they just went in to go beat the Saints, who ended up being Green Bay Packers in the first week. So they're probably looking at this game like, should we play any of our starters, really? They will play some. But I really don't think they should play anything on this. So in the last game for both teams, Carolina beat the Saints, like I said, 26-7 at home. And then Houston in their last game, they lost at the Browns 31-21 with their starting quarterback Tyrod Taylor getting injured that game and Mills having to come in, and he went 8 for 18, 102 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Meanwhile, the other QB, Sam Darnold, for the Carolina Panthers, he went 26 for 38, 305 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. Sam Darnold, in this offense, is looking like the quarterback, a top 10 first-round pick that he was when he got picked by the Jets. And meanwhile, the quarterback for the Jets that they picked to get rid of Sam Darnold, he threw, 4 picks against the New England Patriots this past weekend? 4 picks! And Darnold is probably only, thrown 2 for the season? It just goes to show you that in the right system, you can strive to achieve. And man, when it comes to this game, I think Sam Darnold is going to ball out. I think Sam Darnold is going to have an absolutely banger of a game. And what I mean, he's going to have a very good game, But before we get into that, let's talk about the last 3 times, out of the 5 times that they played, the last 3 times has been at Houston. And this has not been like every other year. This has been like within the space of a good 5 years. So the last time they played was 2019, back when Deshaun Watson was the quarterback of the Houston Texans, and back when Cam Newton was the quarterback of the Carolina Panthers. And in 2019, the Carolina Panthers beat the Houston Texans by a score of 16-10 at the Houston Texans at NRG Stadium. Then the last game they played at Houston was in 2011, so 8 years before. This is before Cam Newton came into the system, and this is way before Deshaun Watson came into the system at Houston. 2011, the Carolina Panthers beat the Houston Texans by a score of 28-13, and then the first time they played in the last 5 times that they played was 2003 at Houston, and Houston won that game by a score of 14-10. So Carolina has won 2 out of the 3 times of the last times they played at Houston, and Carolina actually leads the series. For them, I think they've only played 5 times so far since the Houston Texans have become a franchise. And Carolina leads the series right now by a score of 3-2. So the Texans pull off a shocker. They can tie up the series, but don't think that's going to happen. I bet you a lot of people don't think that's going to happen when it comes to these Carolina Panthers and this Houston Texans game. But now, let's get into my predictions for the quarterbacks for both teams. Let's start off with the Houston Texans. Mills, I think he's gonna have an okay game. He's gonna get more reps, obviously, due to Tyrod Taylor being out and not starting at all. I think he's gonna go 18 for 34, so not very good when it comes to completions, attempts and completions. completions and attempts. He's going to go 18 completions for 34 attempts. He's going to throw for 210 yards. He's going to have 2 touchdowns and 1 pick. So that means the Houston Texans have already scored 14 points. But Sam Darnold, on the other hand, he's going to go 30 for 39. I think he's going to go 414 yards throwing. I think he's going to throw 4 touchdowns and 0 picks. Now, what this does mean is that he's going to throw 4 touchdowns, but there's a good chance that the guy that they have at running back, Christian McCaffrey, CM22, could have at least 2 more touchdowns. But we'll have to see when the game starts tonight, this evening. So what does that mean for the predictions, my predictions for the Carolina Panthers versus Houston Texans game at NRG Stadium on Thursday Night Football tonight? Well, I have the Houston Texans winning. Nah, I'm just joking. I have the Carolina Panthers winning this game by a score of 38-17. So how did I go off of this prediction? Well, Matt Mills is going to get 2 touchdowns, so that's 14 points. I think they're going to get at least a field goal. But then we go over to the Carolina Panthers and Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold is going to have 4 touchdowns. That's 28 points right there. I think Christian McCaffrey is going to get at least a rushing touchdown. And then they're going to get a field goal. So that's how I ended up on 38 points. So what does that mean? That means Carolina moves on and goes 2-1. Meanwhile, the Houston Texans, they go 1-2. So, I mean, Houston, when it comes to Houston Texans fans, I just really hope this Deshaun Watson situation gets involved in them so they can trade Deshaun Watson and get a whole bunch of picks. But this year for Texans fans, it's not going to be a very good year. And as far as Sam Darnold and the Carolina Panthers go, for the Carolina Panthers, Sam Darnold, he's gonna have a good season. I would say he's probably likely to be a shot at comeback player of the season. But do I have the Carolina Panthers getting a winning record? It all depends on how good Sam Darnold plays. If Sam Darnold plays how I think he's gonna play tonight for the rest of the season, Carolina Panthers got a very good shot at making the playoffs, because Joe Brady and Matt Rule and that defense and that offense the defense that they're building and the offense that they have is looking pretty good with Sam Darnold and Christian McCaffrey in the backfield. So it's going to be a very interesting thing to see. But in terms of this game, like I said, I have the Carolina Panthers winning against the Houston Texans by a score of 38-17. I have Sam Darnold going 30 for 39, 414 yards passing, 4 touchdowns, and 0 picks. And I have Mills going 18 for 34, 210 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. And out of the series that Carolina has played against Houston, Carolina is leading 3-2. The last 3 times that they played at Houston, Carolina's won twice, Houston won once. So it looks like Carolina's gonna have a very good game. Deshaun Watson's not gonna be playing for this, obviously, because of what's going on. And the Carolina Panthers are gonna move on and continue on with their winning record for the NFL season. But anyway, guys, I want to thank you guys for watching this video. Please just smash the like button. I'll be posting more sports content for you guys to see in the coming days. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell notification so you know my videos go live. But anyway, guys, I will see you guys all later. Peace.